good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Jhansi Rani chat room show. It's a beautiful Tuesday evening, and I'm hoping everybody had a very fantastic day. My name is Karen Kashkane, but you know, I prefer that you call me Triple K. It's easier, shorter, and more funky. Anyway, I'm joined by two usual guests on the show as usual, and yesterday we started a very interesting discussion. It got really heated in here, so I decided that today we'll continue it because today's episode is sort of like in the same line as well. So to help me, I've got Derek and Yaira, who was on the show yesterday. So we'll just continue with what we started discussing yesterday. But before I go on, I like to say that God has given us life and we don't have to take it for granted. So I'll take a very short 1 second to say thank you to God, which we have to do that every single time. Then I also like to appreciate the love and kind gesture from our sponsors, FC Beauty Products, Indomie Instant Noodles, Today's Lady Wash, CB Men and Women Capsules, Perk Biscuits, Cold White, Clinic Hair Relaxer, Auntie Mary's Gripe Water, Heaven Mosquito Coil, Calipo, Gino Tomato Paste, Onga, Royal King Crackers, Cerelac, V-Firm, and Nestor Ointment, Veraldo, and Royal Feast Perfumed Rice. I eat that rice myself, so I can testify it's really good. Today, my makeup was done by Kente Mama's Makeup Artistry. Her name is Faustina. You can find her on Instagram, and I'll put her number on at the end of the show. And my lovely outfit, of course, is from Cash Boutique. You can call 026-831-9055 to get trendy. Let me take a very short break, and then the show will start as soon as I come back. So yesterday, welcome back from the break. Yesterday, if you joined the discussion, you know that we started asking whether you would allow your husband to bring in another wife just so you can have a child, or to have a family, or to, if you need a child desperately, would you allow that? And the comments that you guys sent in, wow. I was reading the comments after the show, and I thought that let me just continue reading some because the comments were amazing. So if you know Instagram handle, no, today I'll be on Facebook. It's Joy Prime Official for the Facebook handle. Please go there and just drop your comments on today's update or yesterday's update. Derek, if you're a king and you need a child desperately, would you bring in another wife to have a child for you if you find out that your your wife cannot give you a child?
First of all, when you look at the rules of becoming a king in every way, including the Bible, even the Bible, when the people of Israel needed a king, God told them that a king will have a lot of wives. So as for that one, being a king, it is constant that a king can have a lot of wives. So for that, if I'm a king and I need a child and my wife is not giving me, even my rules as a royal person demands that I can take in another woman. Why not? I will straightly go in there and pick another woman. I don't even need to consult my wife because it's part of it. It's part of the rules that I need more than one woman. So I can go in for another one if I so want to. So as a king, yes. But as somebody, let me put it, who is not royal, a personal person like me, and my wife needs a child, and needs a child desperately.
It's not only your wife. You don't need a child. It's not always the fault of the woman.
No, I'm not saying it's the fault of the woman. But I'm trying to say that. I'm trying to say that when it comes to that point, it's because the two of you are in the marriage. It is what you want. You don't allow people to determine or to tell you what you should have in your marriage. It is my marriage. If I decide not to have kids in my marriage, it's none of your business. So I decide, I take that decision. But it looks like everybody or a lot of people who enter into marriage are listening to voices out of the marriage and want the people to dictate for them in the marriage. That is where somebody will so be desperate. Do you know how that desperation comes? It comes when a lot of people are saying that you have to have a child at all costs. Who told you that God said if you get married, as soon as you get married, you have to get a child?
But
it's not like that.
It's the normal expectation.
It is normal. It's normal to people. It might be normal to you if you don't have a child. It's also normal. God knows the reason why you don't have a child, or there is a mistake you, the man, did somewhere some time ago that you are paying for. That is why you don't have a child, or the woman.
God is that wicked to you.
God is not wicked. Listen, God is not wicked to punish you like that, but it's like karma. What you've done, you should surely pay for it.
Really?
Like you've done about 5 or 8 abortions. Do you think you can give?
Yeah, it took the man for the woman to cut abortion. Please.
I don't know someone who conceived after 9 abortions.
No, there are some ladies who do abortions. No, there are some ladies who do abortions even before the men.
You are hyped up.
Of course.
Derek, let's get this straight. In marriage, it takes 2. Okay, it is not. We shouldn't think that when there are no children or when baby is not coming, it means that the woman has an issue. Please, men also have issues.
Okay, so yesterday, if you guys remember, Yarira stated a point that if the woman will not come and be a nuisance, then she will allow it. So Yarira, in effect, told us that she has a big heart to accommodate another woman in the house.
In royalty.
In royalty, but not in normal life.
No, in royalty, yes. In royalty, where there should be an heir to the throne. Okay. And if I'm not capable, why not? In royalty.
Do you think that women push men to do this because you feel like the pressure is on you? Let me read this comment from AJ NM Mary. She says, this man of a queen is just annoying me. How could she be pushing the man that loves her so much to get someone else? What will be will be. Well, I hope she doesn't realize he's making a mistake when it's already late. That sister-in-law says, why always say things to the face is just trying to pay back, and she passed through it. Okay, I think I get the point that most of the time it's women who sort of like push them, and just like you said, this woman you gave an example of had a medical issue. For all you know, maybe your husband hasn't complained.
The man didn't. But then the woman pushed him to a point where I'd rather you bring a woman who I know you're going to than have the feeling that you're cheating on me and be hurt. Okay. And then yes, Derek said something that sometimes we allow pressures from outside to
get into our heads.
Exactly. Okay. We really have to decide as couples that, look, Derek, you and I are married. We won't let external forces interrupt whatever it is that we want. Okay. Because children are but a blessing, one of the blessings in marriage.
Easier said than done. Vicky Nifemi says, Ganga might be manipulated by Nelson and Jhansi Bai when she becomes the new bride. So I think Manu is making a very big mistake. Del Evelyn says, I'm just crying here. I wonder what will happen to me if I were the one going through this. Manu is really a queen. Karen, you guys are looking splendid. Thank you. Mami Abino Uswansa says, Manu is making a big mistake. She's still young. She shouldn't listen to Mahamanga. That's Jhansi Bai. Jhansi Bai. When Sarah did it, the consequences were grave. Mamata Impression says, yes, so Lakshmi Bai deserves it. I think the slap. Talatu Alkali says, yes, for adding salt to injuries. Love for her made him to slap her. It will be all right. Okay. Edith Osayande says the queen thinks everything is about sacrifice. She's not really thinking right.
You see, I think recently, I don't know if you read this on social media, where a lady allowed the husband to bring in the mistress's daughter. And yes, her own daughter passed on. I mean, she was buried recently because she had cancer. And her mistress's daughter is now hers. Sometimes bringing the other woman in might be a blessing. Because if you don't get to have a child...
Are you encouraging...
No, I'm not.
It sounds so fresh in my mind.
I'm looking at a point where...
saying this.
I'm looking at a point where...
You go home right now and there's another woman in your bed.
Not in my bed. In the other room. Fine.
No,
Not in my bed. You don't disrespect. You don't disrespect.
So the other one is okay.
No, what I'm trying to say is that really, when I see that, okay, clear everything off the room.
Are you on trauma though?
No, I think viewers, Yaira is being so real. Like I can feel it.
No,
like
see, sometimes if you can't, you don't force there to be there if there is not there.
Wow.
Okay, I see some comments flooding in right now. No, so Victor Eluwa says, I understand what was in the Queen's mind, but I really think that she's acts so fast without thinking and without a sense of wisdom. Her sister-in-law is putting pressure on her without thinking of the end repercussions. Besides, she too has no child, or that idiot that she admits as a son. Okay, so for someone who doesn't have a child, she doesn't have anything to lose anyway.
Yeah, of course.
Have you heard about the proverb that the person that doesn't have anything to lose will help you lose everything?
Yeah, because you don't have anything to give.
So if someone encourages you that, oh, let your husband go in for another man because it's okay, the other woman, come on.
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm saying that in royalty, for the sake of the kingdom.
Yeah, let's bring it home. We are normal people. These things happen.
If medically, as I sit, doctor says I can't give birth, okay, and you explain things to me, look, I will tell you, okay, go out there and bring.
But doctor hasn't said, like in Manu's case, doctor hasn't said, it's taking too long.
It's taking too long. You're not God. You are not God. Let's keep hoping and do the thing more. Let's do all the styles that we can do. Yeah.
Okay, let me read this one before I come to you for your final comments. Zan Smith says, it is only a selfless person who can do what Manu did. What makes me glad is that the king gave the responsibility for Manu to choose the wife for him. In doing that, the pain becomes less. I am so selfish. Hello.
You know, for today, like I feel like saluting, you know,
the likes
Yaira,
of Manu and
because Yaira is being so real, and ladies out there, look, you have to be real.
You see, when you bring in the other woman,
of course, you know, sometimes they think that.
But when you keep him away, okay, you try to fight it, he would do it, and you get hurt.
How many women can do that? I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, wow, how many women? No, percentage.
Like 10%.
Let me just see.
I think it's 0.0.
Let me just see you with the other one, but don't rub it on my face, okay?
Oh, come on.
Let me see.
Like saying,
I don't have a problem.
I want chicken, but I can't chew the bones.
I don't have a problem.
Anyway, let me read this last comment
together
before I sign out. This is from Elvis Kugo. So he says, my stand is, we are talking about a couple that does not have a child. How many cultures can allow a couple without a child to be? What about your lineage? Let's not use the Bible wrongly to say it's God's will. God's will is for people to have children.
It's a blessing, yeah.
I mean, there's so many comments coming in. I could go on and on and on. But in the end, I think people should give people time, man. Don't you think so?
Of course. But I think if it's becoming too long and time wasting, look, Masa, you have to advise yourself. Sometimes you think the decisions you are going to take are the wrong ones, but you don't know. Look, this one, you can see it's being real, that it's not going to work out. So Charlie, just give up.
Can I also say something?
We got to run in 5 seconds. Say something in 5 seconds.
Don't allow people into your home for them to have too much to talk about.
Don't allow people into your home. Don't allow people into your business.
Yes.
Don't give people the chance to talk about. Build a wall. Exactly. I always say this, give your confidence is what will let people either have a chance to speak to you anyhow or not. I mean, you should be a woman, a man of substance where nobody can walk on your face like it's lorry park. Anyway, I want to send shout outs to Auntie Ajoko in Jama. Auntie Ajoko, you are always watching us. You're a superstar.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the love. And for all of you who need a makeup artist, don't forget to call Kente Mama's Makeup Artistry. She's called Faustina, and her number is 0244 644 364. If you love my dress, I wish I could do a 12 for you to see. It's a very lovely lace dress from Cash Boutique. I love you guys. Have a very good evening. Don't forget to pray. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. I love you. Good night. See you tomorrow, God willing. Bye.